Someone needs to pay Unquirer. I mean, we need to get paid first because we're in more dire straits. He's got a job, but he needs to be free too from his job.
We're working at it.
Yep. Well, he's trying to get a job with Steve, right?
I don't know.
Is it him?
I don't think it's him. I don't think that's him.
Was it Mike? Mike Hein, the German?
I think so.
He's the one that's trying to get a job with her.
I think so. I think that might be it. I don't know, man. It's like so many people I've been talking to. It's crazy shit. It's crazy news. It's crazy. Bah, bah, bah. Like I'm talking to somebody. I got a 2:00 today. I'm like I wake up. It's like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing every day.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's so cool to see what God has planned.
It's great.
So
it is great.
You got one at noon.
Morning, Roz.
Matt Rose.
Wazerator. I got one when?
One at noon.
Noon, and then I got one at 2.
2.
That's,
one at 5.
One at 5. I got 3 interviews today, guys. We are piling the content
and then we're
out there.
going live with the documentary tonight.
Yeah, we're doing live with a panel tonight, man.
Da, 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 da,
Do you like them? Do you like them, Waz? Good. I gotta repost every one of those interviews with hashtag Emmy Politics. Take care of that for me. Wait, I forgot to put Emmy Politics. You believe that shit?
Yep.
So repost them all, like,
Okay.
today. Like,
Okay, I'll do it
every few, maybe once an hour. Because we've already got 5 or 6 of them out there.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. You've done such a good job.
Oh, man.
Da, 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 da.
God's just bringing the people through Unquirer. It's incredible. Great. Well, just think, we wouldn't have been here, man, if it weren't for you just kicking us in the ass about getting on live, right?
Yep.
That changed everything. That was like a set of dominoes there.
Waz, the great and mighty Waz. When are you going to come on, Waz, and do an interview?
Yeah, man, you got to do one.
Or not interview, but a show. Dun, 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 dun. Bum.
Bam. 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 Yeah, man. True Slinger Project is growing by leaps and bounds. Yeah, I gotta go fix the coffee.
Oh my God.
Right up against it again.
Yes, hurry.
Always. I know. Like, got a minute 55.
Oh my God. Bum, bum,
2 minutes and counting.
What are you
1 minute, 15 seconds.
doing? Oh, I got a Coke. I'm so thirsty.
That's not beer.
No, it's a Diet Coke. It is. Seriously. Dun, 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 dun. It's a beautiful day in Maine. 64 degrees and cloudy. And if you're depressed about it being cloudy, just think you could be in sunny Florida sweating your ass off.
Why are you trash talking Florida now? Why all of a sudden you trash talking Florida?
Because I love Maine. I love Maine. I love the weather. Oh my God. I hate being hot.
You're so good at it.
Oh, well, thank you, honey. It's so sweet.
How much time do I have?
27 seconds. Oh no. 19. 12. We got 3 different counters.
Hey.
Hey,
Gonna look at
hey.
the one on the screen on the left.
Hey.
Holy shit. 5 seconds. 4, 2, 1.
Oh my God. How rude.
Sorry, I made it.
Well, duh.
Hi,
That was
guys.
really loud.
Uh-oh. I'm having a bad hair day.
Oh, Jesus. Put the hat on. I
There.
am too.
There.
These headphones are
There,
little.
totally. You can't see now that I just rolled out of bed and I didn't even pull a brush through my hair. I still have my head lantern on, right?
Oh, you do? Yeah. Yeah, this is Maine. He walks around half the time with a
Oh, yeah,
headlamp.
it's like jewelry, right? Because, we turn the generator off at night. Daddy's got to find his way to the pisser.
It is really
Otherwise,
dark out here in the woods.
Yeah.
Really, really dark
Yeah.
at
Now
night.
my pisser isn't outside, right? I'm not
That's a
that.
good thing.
I'm not. We're definitely not that.
Rough.
Yeah, we don't live it that rough, man. We have a septic. Yeah.
We do.
My toilet is like inside.
Yes.
I was like, "There's no fucking way, man." I came up here when we decided we were gonna get a house, and we saw this little cabin. Remember, it was like 700 square feet.
Yeah.
The guy had the outhouse outside, and then they had, they do all this tricks and shit up here in
bucket?
Maine. Like, no, he had like that foil thing cut out from like the stuff they put on the side of the house, the insulation with a foil on it,
Yeah.
that they put on the back of garage doors and shit.
Yeah,
That's like a
yeah,
half
yeah.
inch. Yeah, remember they cut it on the seat so that you wouldn't freeze your ass. Your ass wouldn't stick to
jeez.
the.
No, I didn't remember.
Like,
that. But thank
no.
you.
That's just too rough. Hey, man, Alex Jones Parody in the house. Good morning.
I love Alex Jones.
Yeah, man. We love Alex Jones, and we love
We
the
love
parody
Lars.
account as well. I like that guy. Yeah. So anyway, so crazy shit, right? What is going on in our lives on a daily basis right now, you just wouldn't believe it. I'm on the phone all day long, or I'm interviewing people all day long.
Yep.
And I'm getting messages, people saying, "You can't leave Maine, dude. You can't. You just can't go," And I've been really, really, really stressed about all of this stuff. And the yard is still in a position where it's overgrown, and it's getting better. I'm out there with a machete and a weed whacker, doing the best I can. I got a tractor I can knock the shit down too, And bottom line, if I don't do jack shit squat diddly do, it's going to get cold, and all that shit out there will fucking die. And it's going to fall over again, just like it did last year, right?
Yep.
And
It's
then
the
in the
beauty of
spring, it's
Maine.
all do-over, and I can buy a mower next year. So I guess what I'm saying is that it's been driving me crazy because I had it in my mind that I had to be out of here before fucking winter. I had to get to Florida.
Yeah, no.
And so which means I got my panties all up in a bunch about selling the tractor because I'm not all that thrilled about being back here in the middle of the woods without a freaking tractor, right? So
Got to bury the bodies.
yeah, right. Exactly. When the zombies come, you got to have some place to do with them. So anyway, yeah, I don't definitely, am nervous about doing that. And to a certain extent, maybe I'm not completely committed to going down there. Maybe I'm not completely convinced your parents want us down there. Right? I haven't gotten feeling that. I'm feeling the love and vibes quite yet. And saying yes, come, we'll help. Like that's the kind of love, we haven't got any of that kind of love. Nope, none of that.
Nope. So we're just gonna.
So we're kind of like, all
our
right,
time.
well, we got this thing going on, right? And I'm starting to interview local people, and now I want to meet some of these people because the magic of this X stuff is that right now we're focusing on local. We're going to lean hard into Maine, right?
Great.
We're going to try and maybe even talk to the Maine Wire. We're going to go and see the
Triad weed.
the Triad
I
weed
have.
on drive-in, right? We're going to play the trailer today.
We are.
Yeah, we're going to start promoting that because we're going to show Big Steve over there that that we can draw an audience, that we can help him promote his program so that he can slide a little bit of, we can partner. We can partner. Well, look, man, this, of course, what is
This
it?
is all behind the scenes stuff.
It has none of it has happened. Anything has happened. So
No, nothing's happened.
no, we're gonna approach him and see if we can't get some arrangement where we can have a win-win situation. Right? Everybody understands what that means, right? That means Mama and Pop need some money, okay, to operate this fucking show here. This is some high-level, shit that you're getting here. So. Like, subscribe,
Good morning,
like and bookmark,
Jeff.
like and bookmark. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, subscribe. You know all the damn lingo. On each platform, do all the shit that you have to do to fucking support us. And then, promote us and let your friends know about us. And
Yeah.
and then send some money and, on the tip button on X or my link tree. My link tree is in the description of the YouTube. It's in the Rumble, I think, too, and every place. So, yeah, if you want to support us and follow us, and I write and I do other things. And then, but the biggest thing, you can pray for us. Is huge. I believe in the power of prayer.
Absolutely.
Supporting us, watching us, right? Just watching us and then doing all those things and sharing them boosts the algorithm, which helps more people and bring more people into the chat, so that we, can hang out and talk about more things and solve more world problems, because that's where they get done here on the local level, right? I'm convinced that we're going to be doing all of our problem solving, right, for the most part, on a local level. Because no matter what happens, right, whether society completely falls apart, we're going to all go hyper-local, kids, okay? You're going to be buying your beef from, the farm, down the road, quarter mile, right? And then you're going to be doing something for that guy that you can do for him. And so, anyway, that's the key of how I think we're going to fix things most effectively, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and, it's interesting. It's interesting, Jeff, that you're saying that maybe Maine needs me at the moment. I mean, needs us up here at the moment, right? Because we've been talking about that. We want to get engaged. I mean, we had some people last week that were in front of an abortion clinic, and we were talking to them on the phone while they were at this abortion clinic. And I'm like, man, I really want to be there. I really want to do stuff like this, right? I want to report on this stuff. And we've been wanting to do all of these things. I want to go down and talk to the homeless in Portland.
Yeah.
And I want to save a homeless man. I want to go down there and I want to pass out sandwiches and I want to talk to people and I want to put it all on film. Mm-hmm. And I want to get these stories. I want to find out, how does somebody become homeless? What the hell are you doing here?
Right.
Okay, and how the hell can I help you? And did you ever hear about Jesus? Really hear about Jesus? Let me tell you about the real Jesus. I want to do that really bad. And so there's some unfinished business up here. And that's not to say that we won't wind up in Florida, right?
Right.
But maybe right now, I mean, it does seem that Maine is reaching out for us.
Right.
And
Florida is not. Florida is a little hostile.
Yeah, well, look, Jeff, you might be right. Endure one more winter.
Yep.
Take the time to really fix the place up. Do things in their proper order, right? I was losing sleep, man. I was sweating. I was stressed, right? And since this project has taken off, and then all of a sudden I've considered the possibility that said, I'm not sure what we need to do, right? I'm not decided. I'm undecided yet again. And maybe I'm even more in favor of saying, yeah, I'm just going to put it off 1 year.
Yep.
Now, I don't know what that's going to do to the economy. I don't know. Everything might collapse. Everything might change.
Right.
But I'm not going to just panic because of that and make a stupid decision, because there's way more variables.
Well, when we moved out here off-grid to be...
You need this closer.
Oh. We moved here off-grid to be independent in case the world melted.
Right.
I mean, for when the world melts.
So maybe it would be prudent to just kind of
stay
wait
a little bit longer.
for a couple of key dates to pass and see, is it really going to fall apart? And that might be the election,
right?
The inauguration, in the first couple of months of the
6th,
administration.
If Trump wins, they might. I don't know. They can't decertify it if they don't win the House.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So we don't know. So I think we're just going to probably just sit still for a minute, right? Well, and focus on growing, because this way, with my new schedule, and I love my schedule. I love my fucking schedule. I remember Waz said, "Are you going to be able to keep up the pace?" When I first said I'm going to do a morning show and an evening show.
Yeah.
Right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
And
I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know. We're going to try. And then we dropped the evening show. And then I went, well, I'll do one every once in a while. And then, like I said, about a week ago, the whole interview thing went off. And what was really cool is that we're doing it pre-recorded, because a lot of people are first-timers.
Right.
And
it takes time to get them set up.
And it takes time to get set up and this, that, and the other thing. And once we get these things done and we get these people vetted, and I know that we hook up each time, we got video, audio, then we're going to do this stuff live.
Yeah.
And we're going to do this stuff live. But they're not ready. My peeps, they're not ready. They're still Bush League. And so when we get them to be like semi-professional, then we'll get them live, right? And because live has the interaction, that's very cool. Then my viewers can ask questions.
Yep.
And I want to get, oh God, I didn't change do a wardrobe change. I'm wearing my same shirt from yesterday. I do that sometimes, guys. I know, but I don't go around people. So, it's like sometimes, you can't, it's not smell-o-vision, right? So you probably wouldn't have said anything had I not brought it up, but I'm just that way.
What you were wearing yesterday.
No, maybe not. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, this whole thing has become that I like that somebody suggested that we're like WNVOM, the new voice of Maine, right? The new voice of Maine.
NVM.
Yeah.
NVM.
Yeah, forget the guys that are up here. What, Rick Tyler and
George.
there's some guys up here.
Rick and George Hale.
And George Hale. George Hale's one, and then Rick Perry,
Rick Tyler.
Rick Tyler, and
George. No, I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, so
We're
the voice
terrible
of Maine is a
Mainers.
radio station. I like to listen to but I don't remember their names, but I like them. They're pretty neat.
I think it's
But they're kind of old and crusty. We're not old and crusty. We're hip. We're hip
We're
and
old
swinging
and
here.
hip.
I mean, you've heard my intro, man, right? You've heard my intro before.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, it's all rock and roll, but yet we serve a full audience. We do things like play classics. I love a little polka in the morning.
I lost my Kobasi down the sewer. I lost my Kobasi
Down the drain.
and now I am without my Kobasi. And my heart,
It's full of pain.
I lost my pierogi down the sewer. I lost my pierogi down the drain.
Pierogi?
You ever had
And now
pierogies?
I'm
Oh, yeah.
without my pierogi. And my heart,
This is a new one.
Full of pain. Yes.
I lost my kishka down the sewer.
Kishka.
I lost my Kishka down the drain.
And now I'm without my kishka. And my heart is full of pain.
All right.
All right.
Move on. Jesus.
Oh man, come on! I wanted
too
to share
early
that
for
with everybody.
polka.
No, polka's fine in the morning. It's
it's
good. It gets the blood flowing in the morning.
God. Okay.
I'll wake you up in the morning.
5-finger death punch.
Yes, good. The dog likes the song. Cool. Well, yeah, we just like a little musical interlude in the morning every once in a while. Yes, it keeps things fresh and light, right? So yeah, I guess we'll just stay in Maine for a little while through the winter. My soul feels better. I feel more like calm, right? And I'm chilled about it.
Right.
And I feel like it's a plan, but if I break it up with my new schedule on a daily basis, work on the house for 2 or 3 hours a day, holy shit, in a year, we'll be totally ready to go.
Yep.
And I have been pretty much keeping to a schedule. It's
Yep.
great. So it's working. And, so yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to let the dog out. So you talk.
Oh.
Yeah. So
So what?
tell them about the.
You're still talking.
The whole main wire thing.
The what?
Come here.
The what?
Trailer.
Oh my God. So we have 4 dogs and 5 cats.
Triad-weed.
I think we're gonna try and get rid of the cats.
What?
We have 4 dogs and 5 cats.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
4 dogs? 3 dogs. 4 dogs. Tater doesn't really count. He's little. He's a little baby thing.
No, I'm not anxious right now. I think I got a gut feeling that came to me that sort of in the last day, really, that just sort of said, slow down. God has a plan, God's will, okay, and just settle into it
Right.
and be ready for anything and just be open for anything. And, kind of just run with the spirit and run with the wind a little bit. And I honestly don't think I've been this calm, this centered in, I don't know how long.
Right.
Years.
Yeah.
Since we've been here
Well,
even.
and getting sober is a big part of that.
Well, huge. And it was like a whole bunch of things coming together and, focusing all at the same time. Because I've kind of come to the conclusion, and you might want to use that as an excuse, but unless I'm gripped by the Spirit to be moved and do something, it doesn't happen. Okay? Now, and I'll tell you, right in the middle of a bottle of beer, okay, I was moved by the Holy Spirit to whip it the hell out the window. Okay, remember that time? And I just went like nuts because I had an encounter with God, right?
Right.
So he will plunge through that shit, but it's much easier for him to communicate to me when I don't have my tuner
Right.
shut down. Because
Right.
I'm confident that alcohol just completely douses out
So bad.
almost entirely a
Yeah.
spiritual connection, right? And so God has to kind of get a hold of you in between the times when you're kind of hungover, and it's not a good, you know what I'm saying. I mean, in general. And so I just
We're
there was
not
that.
drinking anymore.
No,
more.
man, that's
No
gone.
more.
Not smoking cigarettes, and I didn't think about a cigarette all day yesterday. At the end, I
Good
went to
for
bed.
you.
I went, holy shit, man! I didn't even think about it all day.
Yeah, because you've been too busy.
Yeah, absolutely too busy, right?
Yep.
And so, wow, and it's like I'm like just talking to people all day long and thinking and working a Rubik's cube and all this as it presents itself, and it's literally like drinking from a fire hose,
Right.
but in a very good way. I don't think I've been this intellectually stimulated. And the really great part is to tell you about this is like now I got all sorts of people coming to me, right? I know things now and I know secrets and stuff that hasn't been revealed and I'm not supposed to say and all this kind of stuff. It's really weird. It's like, you know, when you kind of start getting into the newsy thing and you start talking to people, you know, people start telling you stuff and sharing stuff and you go, okay, well, how can I use this and what can I do with this? And some stuff I can't use and I shouldn't use and I mustn't use. And so it's just really interesting. And then, of course, there are some people out there that are, you know, have motives that are not necessarily always true. So trying to figure out, you know, who's on first and what do they want, and so on and so forth is kind of challenging, and it takes energy, right? You have to be discerning. And so, and to use, quote unquote, use people as sources and information and things, and become friends with them, but also be very wary that you know you're dealing with somebody that has a whole life ahead of them. You don't know them really well. They've presented themselves to you. They've told you who they are. They seem good, you know, and then they come alongside you, and then they, you know, and everything sounds great. But you know, so con men do that too. Right. So we all have to remember that. And this is where I, as a human being, have been naive over the years. Wouldn't you agree that I never really saw that kind of stuff coming?
Right. Right.
And so that, you know, I had to learn that level of discernment.
Yeah.
And so
I
still,
think men in general are a little bit more naive than women. I think they're naive to manipulation because they don't tend to be manipulative.
right. I think
the most part.
generally psychotic men don't, and
Right.
and not sociopathic men. But I think men with feminine energy, and and I
that's
don't have
different.
many of those around me, but that still doesn't mean that they might not have the Jezebel spirit.
Right.
Okay, and I don't know if you guys know what a Jezebel spirit is, but there's Jezebel, and what's the guy's name? I can't even remember now. I'm supposed to be a biblical scholar.
Ezekiel. Elijah.
Elijah. No, is it?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Elijah's-
Jezebel, Ahab.
Ahab.
Ahab and Jezebel spirits, okay? Ahab was like spineless, passive-aggressive, didn't wear
Right.
the pants in the family.
No.
The Jezebel is the one, the way, you know what I mean? The one that takes over, domineering,
Right.
female energy, this, that, and the other thing. And what's interesting about it is if you listen to Mark Driscoll for a minute, he says those are spirits. There's the Ahab spirit and the Jezebel spirit, and those repeat themselves in the Bible in different ways.
Right.
But they also repeat themselves generally in the life of any believer. And so what he said is that as well, and it will happen. He says he guarantees it will happen. He says as your whatever it is you're building grows, right? That you're building on behalf of the kingdom of God,
Right.
That eventually, once you start to get traction, once you start to get people that are listening, once you start to make a dent, right, on the gates of hell,
Right.
right, the devil takes notice, basically. And sooner or later, what happens is the Jezebel spirit shows up. And they're the ones that want to come in and start managing things, and then they want to take over, and they basically want to run things and all this kind of stuff. And they're not really there to serve. They're there to take over.
Right.
Okay, and so now I'm not. I want everybody listening that's in my circle now understand. I'm not talking about anyone, but I'm talking about the fact that because of this reality, I have to put this discernment cap on and constantly be watching for: is this person looking out for the best interest of the project, right? Me,
Right.
or like they said in Office Space, right? Is this good for the company. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to filter that and to make sure that there aren't any of those spirits there. And I think that requires you got to be really careful, and it requires discipline. And I think when your organization becomes larger, Mark Driscoll found out that in interest of keeping this thing together, you need security. You need to be careful about what you say to who. You need to have certain people around you that are trusted, vetted, things like that. And then people go, oh, well, that's like he's got his inner circle, and there's a hierarchy, and you got to climb up to it to get closer to Mark, and me. And I'm confident, I think in general, most of the time, those people are just whiny bitches, okay? They're just that feminine energy that seeks to tear down the patriarchy. Hierarchy is important and necessary. And, he's been painted out in ways that I think were just way wrong about him. And I think God has his hand all over Mark Driscoll. So if you've never checked him out, you definitely should if you're a Christian. And if you're not, you should be a Christian, right? It's just the way it is. So do you have any bookmarks? Have you, in
Yes.
a wild-ass
Let's go.
panic, bookmark things this morning?
Panicking.
There was no panicking.
You overslept.
Uh-oh.
What?
No, I have no thing up yet. I thought I did.
Oh my God.
Where did our window
Where's
go?
your thing?
I lost my thing.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God. All right. Oh, no, don't stop streaming. Don't start recording. Studio mode. That's what I want. All right. Let me
my
find
God.
the winder.
Lord.
Let me find the winder.
I'm going to start praying.
It's all right. We can be all right. Okay. So, here, just enjoy this for a minute.
Oh my God.
Someone stole a Kishka, someone stole a Kishka, someone stole a Kishka from the butcher shop. Who stole a Kishka? Who stole a Kishka? Who stole a Kishka? Someone call the cop.
All right, good.
Okay,
That was fun. Yeah, we're done. We're ready. We're ready. See, this is the kind of professional entertainment you get here, man. I fill those gaps. I fill those gaps.
Oh, that's what he said.
Wow. Wow.
I'm not awake yet. Wait, I need a gummy.
Yep. We have
Colton.
no car. We have no gummies.
That was a polka.
We have yes, the polka. Yes, who stole the kishka? And by the
That's
way,
hilarious.
if you know what a kishka is,
It's a sausage.
it's a sausage. But do you know what kind of sausage it is?
No, probably a Polish sausage.
It is. It is, but not exclusively made. I mean, Hungarians make kishkas. They don't think they call them that. Actually, in Hungarian, I think it's called hurka. No, that's liver sausage.
Ew.
No,
what?
this isn't liver. Kishkas are made out of blood.
Blood sausage?
Blood sausage.
Ew. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Did you know
Like
people
haggis?
do that, right?
Haggis?
Yeah, it's kind of blackish. And
That's
we've
disgusting.
had haggis.
You just ruined the song.
Haggis is really cool. All right, what is this?
This is actually no wait. This is the other side posted this. Okay, I just thought it was fucking funny.
Okay.
Eric
All right,
Swalwell made a commercial about Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what?
It's anti-Trump. But
Yeah, I
it's
know.
Kind
The
of
left
funny.
doesn't mean very
No, they
well.
don't.
Okay, but let's watch it.
Swalwell is a dope.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Adrian.
I love you. Have a great day at school.
Dictator on day one.
There will have to be some form of punishment for women.
Roe vs. Wade was terminated.
Fire, fury, bloodbath. Now get in.
You know what, honey? I'm gonna drive you today.
Besides, can convicted felons even drive school buses?
If you wouldn't trust him with your kid, why would you trust him with your country?
Yeah, I just love these things that caricature Trump like that. Bloodbath.
Yeah.
He said bloodbath. Yeah, he said fight too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you know,
and they did too. They've said all this
it's like,
shit.
yeah, I mean, it's
They
like
call him a Nazi.
Yeah, right.
I mean, you want to talk about provocative.
Yeah, so I mean, let's boil him down to 5 words, paint him orange, and make him look like a total boob.
Yeah.
While Kamala Harris is the one that can't even fucking answer one question without busting out into a cackle. Yeah, right? Oh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been practicing.
That was nice. Very good. Okay, so, and here's actually Donald Trump. Is he talking about cost of inflation? Yep. See, he's working that social media. He fired a couple of people. He added some people. He added who? Who?
Corey Lewandowski.
That's right.
We love him.
That's right.
He's from New Hampshire.
We do. As a matter of fact, we really like him. Yes.
And I think you're going to see...
Wait for the clapping to be done. People really like Corey Lewandowski, right?
Okay, I think you're going to see a lot more of what we saw in 2016, which was let Trump be Trump.
Yes.
And so I've seen he seems a little more aggressive, a little more energetic than he's been in the last couple of weeks.
Yep. He's kind of like remember Ross Perot? He's kind of
Yeah.
like Ross Perot, but he has lots of charisma.
Look at this. This is the cost of food. This is the cost of your basics. Every single thing is up. Eggs up 48%. Cookies up 27%.
What a great display.
Look at what's going on. Butter up 31%. And this is just the beginning. It's a disaster. Look at this. This is the cost
It's
of
true.
food. This is the cost
It's
of your
pithy.
basics.
It's right
Every
there. It's in
single
your
thing is
face,
up.
and it's the
Eggs
economy. Stupid. Carville said that, right?
Yeah.
James Carville. Now he's a all nearly senile old fuck, but he's still screaming his ass off out there. And if George Carville has got his ass up in a panties in a bunch over there about the Democratic Party, like not paying attention, then you know that the Democratic Party is not paying attention because he's like always about. It comes down to people vote with their pocketbooks.
It's the economy, stupid.
Exactly.
That was him.
Right. And so, you know, and this whole I'm not persuaded by we're trying to lower costs. we really need to lower we understand that when you go to the grocery store, things are going up and it's hard and it's a cost of living issue. And so we understand and we're focused on that.
Is this your Kamala voice?
This is my best I got.
Wow, Tim.
It's the best I got.
You're usually really good at that shit.
Well, I'm going to have to get a filter from me there. I'm going to have to get a little girly voice going on there because I can't do it. But it's the nasal quality I kind of got going on, though.
Yeah, no.
She is nasally, if you ever listen. I can't unhear it now that she's always talking like that. Half of the breath comes out of her nose. It's supposed to come from here, but it kind of comes from here.
Yeah.
I hate it. Oh, God. Maine. We are going to push Maine. We are going to push Maine local politics. We are going to go on the street in Maine. We are going to hit the road in Maine. We are going to do this. We're going to do this. Listen, guys, you got to help me get my car back. I'm sitting in the fucking woods and I can't go very far without a tractor.
We're probably the most irresponsible, shall we say, older people. No.
What do you mean irresponsible?
We're in the middle of woods without a car.
Well, that's not my fault. Well, it kind of is, actually. Because I found out that the winch that I installed on the front, that apparently my zip tie that tied off the cable ties snapped over the years because of, I guess, I don't know, ozone or something. And it snapped and it rubbed up against the belt, which is what rubbed all the insulation off, which is what caused the dead short, which was what destroyed the battery, destroyed the alternator, and destroyed the 2 cables for the battery on the Jeep. So it's like, oh, crap. But anyway, and then the other thing, too.
Hey, they called us and said it's going to be $400 to put a battery in it to do the diagnostics. $400.
Well, it was $400 to do the diagnostics.
$400 for the diagnostics.
Right,
but
which I got him to take the $200 of it off.
Yeah.
I mean, I did pretty good.
But
I beat him up as
I
bad
know.
as I could. I tried every trick in the book and said, "Hey, well, you know, you said this and why," and you know, but apparently all the shit needed to be replaced. I don't know. Yeah. Whatever.
in the beginning of
You
a
just-
horror movie. Yes.
I don't know, man. I mean, I put a bunch of money into the front end of the Jeep, and the Jeep is gonna, once it's at 2010 at over 1,000 miles, 110,000 miles, it's gonna be that I'm gonna start chasing problems eventually, and I'm not gonna be able to keep up with it. But it's got to get one more year, and at this point, it's good. The engine is really good, and it's great out here on this on the logging road, and it gets me in and out of here in the winter most of the time without plowing my drive, right? But every once in a while, I got to do a little tractor work out there, and some bank maintenance and shit. But most of the time, I just keep driving over the hell. Yeah, I know, man. It's a dealership, dude. It's a fucking dealership. And I never go to dealerships. I never go to dealerships unless it's a recall issue. I'll go to a dealership then.
We almost had to buy a key. How much was the key?
Oh, 500 and some shit dollars. I lost the key fob years ago when we first got here. And I don't know how I did it because I fucking got home. The Jeep was parked out in the fucking 10 feet away from the goddamn door. Okay? So the best I can figure is that it wound up in a garbage can and it wound up in the wood stove. Because it never turned up. It never turned up. And so I got a gray key. And back then it was like $280, $90 or $300 to get one of those key fobs. And I'm like, fuck it, just make me a plastic key to just get in there. I don't care. And that's just fancy anyway.
Right.
And so it was like $175 for this gray key, but I only got one. And so
it's just a key.
It's just a key. It's just a key. It just opens.
And you can't take that key to a locksmith?
No, because
Why?
they have a chip in it.
Was it?
And the chip says that somebody can't do what you just said and go steal your car. They can't take your key,
Who does
go away.
that, though? I mean...
like the housekeeper that, named Juanita that has been working for you.
Racist.
Okay, Fred. Okay, the hospice guy that comes in your house, right?
Fred the housekeeper.
The fat pear-shaped guy that's a pedophiliac and also works as a nursing assistant. So,
oh, my God.
Right, so they grind your key and shit. So in order to prevent doing that, they put in a chip, apparently. Now, this chip must be made out of pure, titanium-laced platinum, gold, dilithium crystals, fused with dilithium crystals, because it's like $400 for a gray key, and it's $575 or $550 for one with a button on it to lock. Yeah, I mean, it's like, you can buy everything comes with a remote control from China,
right?
For the stupid lights the Christmas lights that you plug in.
We have so many remotes,
but you got to fucking pay $575 for a key fob to have a wireless connection to your car to make the door open. What the fuck, right? I'm sorry.
Snow starts in Maine.
Snow?
Maybe October, end of October.
We might get snow in the end of October.
November-ish.
Usually November.
November. I
The
can't wait.
weed we're bringing in October, because what happens is the fall it gets really wet and rainy here.
And the buds
and
rot.
then we have bud rot. Unless you're out there with a leaf blower and woo, from the bottom up, blowing all the buds off and drying them off, what happens is water settles into the places where there are nooks and crannies and whatever. And then that bud rot, man, it'll just tear through a whole thing. It destroys it. And so we just, at that point, harvest it and bring it in here and dry it out so it stops it. And then, November comes the snow. So, but yeah, man, harvest is coming. I'm happy about it. Our weed plants, this year is going to be a 70%er to our best year. I think maybe we'll come in at 70%. But on a scale of 10, okay, we 2 years ago we grew bumper crop. I had an 8-foot Doctor Who. It was incredible. We had the whole cabin hanging with weed, drying it out in here. It was amazing, man, the smell in here.
Yeah.
And so, but this year I've got 16 plants. I've got four of them from seed. And they, I couldn't afford the fertilizer, and so I just recently fertilized them, and I started using my urine and stuff like that and get them. Well, no, I mean, it's free fertilizer, okay? I mean, what am I going to do? It's better than Miracle Grow. aged urine. So I ran out of that, and so anyway, they're a little yellow, and they haven't bushed out as much. But I got some fertilizer on them now, and then I buried some of the ones that were sitting on top of the ground. I never got them in the ground, but the roots have already gone in the ground. So I threw more good compost and soil on top of it, and then I threw some fertilizer on it. And the stuff that's higher in the phosphor and the other two numbers, not the nitrogen. I can't remember what they are, potash and whatever. Threw some bone meal on there, and they ought to finish well. I think they'll finish well. We'll probably get some stuff that's like about, by the time it's all said and done, probably about as tall as me, eye level or some stuff. It'll be all right. They're a little close. Some of them are a little close together and stuff.
I
but
use the oil.
Yeah, she uses it for oil. She really likes the oil. I like the smoke. I like to smoke. I really enjoy it. It's something I like to do. And I have an oral thing, right? So I like to do that. And so that's why the whole cigarette thing is a pain in the ass. All right, what are we looking at here?
What's that?
I don't know.
This is a Triad movie.
Oh,
this is going to
okay.
be in
All right.
Maine.
All right.
So set this up.
Yeah, so this is the triadweedmovie.com, and it's put out there by the Maine Wire. And Big Steve Robinson is a huge voice here in Maine.
Yep.
And wonderful. We've been following him since we've been here, active in politics. And so he's done, man, some real awesome work over there. And he's basically like, I would say the Maine Wire to us is kind of like, we're freshmen. He's like sophomore, junior, somewhere in there, class of news media coming up. I'm not quite sure how long he's been doing it, but he's definitely got a great, audience and following, and it's awesome. And he's doing great investigative reporting.
Media in Maine.
Yeah, and he's pushing back on some of this stuff with all the democratic socialism crap and the whole Janet Mills. He's giving Janet Mills and Paul Mills a hard time, which is always a good thing. And so anyway, he's got this movie he put out, and he's going to be showing it in the drive-in. This is a trailer for Triad Weed, the movie, and it's going to be in September.
Tickets we need to sell.
Yeah, the tickets need to sell. So you want to go over there. They're $100 a piece. You can put as many people in the car as you want.
Yep, it's a drive-in, and there's going to be a panel, too.
Right.
Discuss.
And think about this. If we go to that drive-in, then guess who can all hook up after? And we can all go out to Denny's or some shit, right? Or I don't know, whatever. We go out. We can have no, seriously. We could all meet each other.
Go out.
We could have it would be like a munch, right? We could go someplace, man, and all go and get pie and coffee or something after, or maybe we can all
talk about how stupid
maybe we can park
Kamala
together at the drive-in, in the same area,
like tailgating.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's we can probably get a Google Map thing from the top, and maybe we can go, hey, let's be over here, this area near the projection area snack bar, and we can all meet there. It would be cool. Wouldn't it be fun?
We need to meet everyone that shows up.
Yeah,
there.
so you got to advertise this. You got to buy tickets. You got to bring your friends. You got to pile them in a car, and we got to all go. Where's it going to be? Do you know where?
Sacco.
Sacco. Okay.
Hang on.
I don't know where that is. Anyway, well, while you're looking it up, let's watch the trailer. Right? Wait. So, without further ado,
yes, it's going to be at the Sacco Drive-In Theater on September 20th. From 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay, so presenting Triad We the Movie.
Woo! Yes!
The official trailer.
Lobster industry, lobstermen, their rugged coastline. Now they can add illegal pot grows to the list of attractions.
This ain't no place for no hero. This ain't no place for no better man. This ain't no place for no hero who call home.
Love it.
The Department of Homeland Security estimates that there are at least 270 of these locations. Based on my investigation, I think that's probably a low-end estimate. They're selling this somewhere, and they're driving down the cost for people who are trying to do things legally, pay their fees, pay their taxes, get licenses, and play by the rules.
This took years to get started.
Oh.
in order
Yeah.
to make a facility like this.
Yeah.
It's just so much that we have to do and we have to pay for. And here we are being stomped out by the illegal Chinese that have 5 or 10 people growing in one house.
Would you be able to give us an interview? Are you guys still growing? I guess he doesn't want to talk to us.
This is a clear and present danger. There are adversarial states in this world that do not like America. They don't like what we stand for, and they are kind of gaming the system to enhance money for their regimes.
This place that you can see behind me is an illegal marijuana cultivation site. Immediately to my left, there is a daycare. This is a former K-5 middle school. This is a huge facility. The revenue that this foreign-owned criminal conspiracy is pulling out of Maine is north of $4 billion.
Out back, did you see the pile of pots that they grow in?
Yeah.
They got a mountain of them out there.
So this is basically the last plead for help.
Wow. Well, boys and girls,
Yeah.
we got 130 tickets to get sold for the main wire. Let's do it, man. Let's
Yeah.
get that thing sold out, right?
Let's have a main party.
Yeah,
Party
man.
with
Let's have a
Patriots.
party, man. I want to meet all of you, right? And the price of admission could be as little if you cram 6 ass people in your car. Could be as little as what the hell is $100 divided by 6? Think about it, right? Yeah, but I mean, $25 if you go with a double date with somebody, right? $25, man.
The
Where are you going to go for
production is
$25
really
anymore? You can't go get a meal for $25 practically anymore, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Plus, you get to see all these peeps that you're
It's
interacting
so
with, right?
exciting.
Yeah. So we're going to push
So
toward
I
that.
gotta
We're going
lose
to do
some weight
this.
and fix my hair before we go.
Okay, for fuck's sake. Excuse me. So, all right. So Steve Robinson, 2 policies already, the most economically illiterate major party candidate ever. Harris will propose providing up to $25,000 in down payment support for first-time homeowners, with more generous support for first-generation homeowners. According to campaign officials, she'll announce tomorrow in North Carolina, along with her plan to ban corporate price gouging on groceries. Oh, God. Well, first of all, this whole price gouging thing,
Yeah.
it's not anybody's fault. Okay, except the administration that prices are
Right.
high. It's not the evil corporations, moo-hoo-ha-ha-ha, which is going to end up destroying the small grocery. I mean, there still are small grocers.
Yes.
Right here in Maine, we have one, right? Up here in Heartland, the Moosehead Market.
Moose Market.
Right? And so this is going
Moose
to,
Market.
Moose Market. It's actually now it's changed hands. It's under new management and it's under sketchy management. And this is not a racist thing, but it's under foreign management. Okay, and I won't say which you can figure it out, But what happens is they come in and then they knock
fire
down
everyone.
they fire everyone.
Hire the family.
And they hire the family, and they only have like 1 or 2 people working there, and they stay there, they live there. And then they get rid of about 25% of the inventory and the variety. And so you kind of walk in, and there's some empty shelves, and everything's kind of spread apart so that it looks like the store is full. And it's just weird, and it doesn't feel right anymore. It's not like and there's like nobody there anymore. It's crazy. You go by, and there's never anybody in the parking lot. So, and it was kind of, cute when we first got here. It was kind of thriving and this, that, and the
It was
other
a
thing.
really cute market. Yep.
Yeah.
It was-
But anyway, so yeah, corporate price gouging my ass. And now we're just going to give $25,000 to people? Is she just going to give money away?
First generation homeowner. Okay.
Yeah, you ever heard of when they gave out all those, I think they called them subprime mortgages, and then all this shit with the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and all this crap. And what they did was they essentially created an artificial bubble by giving people loans. And the whole idea was that, the banks would go, well, look how much money we can lend, right? But we're lend to people that
Not
really
qualified,
shouldn't be financed
right.
and not qualified. And of course, then they defaulted on all those loans. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's what happens when the government gets involved in anything.
I remember when I bought my first house about 25 years ago. I don't know. And when I applied, I was making like $70,000 a year, I think. And they're like, you can afford a $285,000 house. And at the time, that was a lot of money for a house. And I remember going, what? I can't afford that. I'm only making, it's like they were just giving loans away.
Yep. Oh, excellent. Colton says he's going to go. He's going with a wife, son, mother, and a dog. Oh, excellent.
Oh,
we'll go. We'll have dogs. We'll have 2 dogs with us. We'll take Coco and we'll take Tater.
Oh, definitely.
Tater.
Tater.
The tater hole.
I don't like
the
when you call him
secret
that.
word for the day is tater hole.
No.
It is.
No, leave him alone.
Hey, Northern Dissenter. Yes, first generation homeowners. Yes, immigrants. Yes, people that aren't club members. Okay? I'm really getting fucking tired of belonging to a damned club that just lets anybody wander the fuck in and just claim all the benefits that all the club members have.
Right.
Why exactly are we club members if there's no exclusivity here? What kind of fucking club would anybody join? What kind of country club would you join? If you came into money and things were going good and you went down and you go, hey, man, I like golf. I've always liked golf. My dad liked golf, whatever. I want to join a country club. And then they just let every hobo and bum come in there and go, well, yeah, we're just loving people, and this guy, comes in, pisses in the sink, and he needs a shave once in a while. You just have to deal with it, right? You wouldn't want that, right? You'd be like, what kind of club is this? Where's security? Where's the fucking gate? Why is this not a gated country club? How do you let this hobo come in here, right?
Right.
Seriously. Oh,
right,
man. What?
Let's keep it moving.
Oh, keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
I'm bogging down today.
I know.
I am.
It's okay.
I am. I'm getting lost in
That's
my
why I'm
own
here.
self, in my own world even.
Oh, my God.
All right, what's going on here?
What?
Let's listen. InfoWars. I like InfoWars.
Yeah. This attorney.
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Robert Barnes warns deep state planning World War II black swans to stop Trump. Okay, black swan events. Is that what we're talking about? Like crazy things? All right.
Yeah.
What happens if the deep state realizes in mid-October, early October, hey, this isn't working, that our gaslighting campaign isn't flying. The American people are not going to accept the terrible economy and out-of-control border in World War III. They know with Trump, they got peace abroad and prosperity at home. They know with Biden and Harris, they got war abroad and poverty at home. And that's usually insurmountable for an incumbent party to survive. So what happens when they see that? And I think that's what scares people. We've seen a coup of an elected president, someone who never got a primary vote, anointed by acclamation. I mean, even Humphrey had to get the convention votes. He didn't get anointed by acclamation. Even Humphrey had previous votes in support, and that was after Robert Kennedy Sr. had been assassinated, not just removed in a coup like Biden was. So we're seeing things in assassination attempts and coups in the White House that we've never witnessed before. After we saw craziness with the pandemic, we got attempts to escalate with Iran. We got attempts to escalate with Ukraine and Russia. So it might be a scary time period over the next 2 months. I think what I'm most worried about right now is they might try to create a rally around the flag effect and try to provoke Russia into using some form of nuclear weapons against Ukraine by invading Russia.
That's a whole 50-minute long thing if you want to watch it.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I saw it. I figured I saw it, and I'm like, I'm probably sure that this is the package, which is kind of what's going on from inside of the show. So yeah, man, I don't doubt it. I mean, if you've been tuning in here long enough, I've said it. They can't let Donald Trump become president. They can't do it. They tried to assassinate him. Why? Yep. You really think they're going to stop at anything? Do you think they don't have more things going on? And I mean, they'll burn it all down. They'll burn it all down.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah. Look at what Waltz did to Minnesota.
Right.
It burned down.
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, Walls sending his roving cops out to shoot at people with paintball guns.
Oh my God, that was horrific.
Yeah, it is. And they
like...
want to do that shit again, Jen. They want to do that shit again. They want this authoritarian control, and they're going to wrest it. They're going to try and wrest it from this movement in Donald Trump. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, this next couple of months, what he just said, it's going to be very difficult. like I said, I have a peace and a calm about saying I'm going to alter my plans and I'm going to figure out how to do this without selling the tractor. And I need to stay one more winter, and I need my Social Security to kick in January, and I need to go through these next couple of events. You know, the election. I think we just need to stay here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep. We just need to stay here. I think I'm feeling like way more comfortable with that, but yet still moving in the direction of going to Florida, but just extending the plan. Right? Yep. So I got new wind in my sails because of that. Hey, Adrian, Michael, is it Michael? Michelle, Adrian, Michelle. That makes more sense than Adrian Michael. Well, I can't. You see me? I'm scatterbrained.
Did you just swear at me?
No. But I'm like, I'm kind of all over the place. You see me? I'm like a fart in a windstorm this morning, right? Because
Adrian came in.
I'm just serving God, man. I'm just out there. Okay. Well, just make sure everybody's acknowledged. Okay, do your part over there. Okay, I mean, help the talent out over here. Gotcha. Okay, very good. Let's go back to our news feed, right? Okay, what's this? John Stossel. I like John Stossel. Did you grow up with John Stossel?
Yep. Does that make sense?
I did. Yeah. Does that make sense? I just love this guy. I always have. And he's still around, right? So, looking a little sleepy, but aren't we all when we get older? Just a little bit?
Yeah.
Right? So, let's check him out. Yeah. I need a break talking anyway.
Anybody? The answer is yes, if you are among the millions of students who, thanks to the charity run by this high school teacher, get to watch my videos in class.
Should only take you a couple of minutes.
Great or good? Actually, not all the videos are mine, but the charity's called Stossel in the Classroom because I offer free videos to any teacher who wants video teaching aids for courses in economics, government, critical thinking, and current events.
Nice.
Watching and discussing the videos gives kids new perspective on things.
Now this is great because this is the generation we need to get. This is the generation we need to influence. And this is what the damn lefties have been doing for years now. And we have been remiss in pushing back against. And the educational institutions pumped out a bunch of people that became the bureaucrats we serve.
Right.
We serve these bureaucrats now. Yes. Make no mistake about it. Okay, we serve the government. Right. It's terrible.
Yeah. But the people that accept welfare, over time they lose the incentive to work.
Every year we hold an essay contest. Winners get money plus a free trip for them and their teacher to visit us here in New York City.
Nice. Oh,
this
New York
year's
City,
contest
though.
invited students to write about price gouging, a practice hated by the media and most politicians.
Jeff Sessions and the President of the United States will not tolerate gouging.
Gouging becomes an issue every hurricane season because after storms, some merchants raise prices.
They're taking advantage of us.
And you know what? And that does happen. Price gouging is real. But this is inflation.
This is
not Hurricane Katrina, guys.
Needs politicians to pass laws that say,
during a state of emergency, you cannot substantially raise prices, whether it's a hotel room, fuel, commodities such as water, generators. You cannot raise prices substantially. And that's what these bad people are doing.
Fortunately, our students get to hear a Nobel Prize winning.
But then again, there is this thing called supply and demand. Now think about this. What if I had come up with, because I'm a computer genius, and I'm also a weather nerd, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a computer coder extraordinaire.
Okay.
And I come up with this weather predicting model, and I say, holy crap, next year is going to be the worst hurricane season ever on record. I just know this, my model, and I believe it.
Right.
And I am going to build a chain of stores, brick and mortar. I'm going to fill them up with generators of all different sizes, little ones, big ones, solar rigs, the whole 9 yards, right? and nobody comes into my store for a whole year, but I invest all this money because I believe in this.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, the storm comes. And there you go. You put your banner out front, right? Get your generator here, and you go, man, they're yeah, I know that was $1,000 generator, but that was before there was a storm, and maybe you should have bought a generator before, but you didn't. You didn't prepare yourself. And now the generators are $4,000.
Oh.
I'm not quite sure exactly why that's wrong. I just a thought. I know I may sound like a prick there, but I'm just trying to think outside the box.
$400 diagnostic is definitely gouging.
Yeah, I would say so.
Economists give the other side of the argument.
The gougers deserve a medal.
The gougers are heroes, said Milton Friedman, because they take risks to bring in goods that people desperately need. After Hurricane Katrina, one so-called gouger was John Shepperson. Watching news reports about Katrina, he learned that people desperately needed things.
My wife just got out of the hospital, and she's very sick, and we need a generator.
So John bought 19 generators, put them in a rented U-Haul, and drove it 600 miles to part of Mississippi which had no electricity.
5 million people in this region are without power.
John offered to sell his generators for twice what he paid for them. People were eager to buy.
People were excited. We had a product they needed.
But that's right. And not to mention how much freaking fuel it took him to get down there.
Yeah, right.
Right? I mean, he did have operating costs as well. Right.
Mississippi police wouldn't let John sell them. They called that price gouging. Instead, they confiscated his generators and locked John up in this jail.
Oh, Jesus.
So did the public benefit? No.
What do we need? Come on, guys. Generators. Food.
Somebody needs to bring these products to people when there are disasters and emergencies. And this is going to be one person that's not going to be there that they took out of the equation.
Students who entered our video essay contest expanded on that point.
In modern day, you see countries like Venezuela suffer from the fact that their governments continue to place price controls on all items.
17-year-old Annalise Scafad of Raleigh, North Carolina, submitted this video and won our high school award.
34 of the 50 U.S. states have laws against price gouging.
As I did more and more research, I was like, okay, maybe price gouging isn't such a bad thing.
Erica Lewis of Towson University.
And that's interesting. And so you're locking up the people that are doing the price gouging, but alternatively, there's something else there. What is that? If they're denying those things to the people, then where do the people have to go for them? To the government.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
This is about non-compete.
Right.
This is the government saying, we don't want you to compete with us. Which is terrible.
Wicked.
Won the college level category.
Sellers are able to earn more profit.
How can you, a common man, go against the government with unlimited resources?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. These guys like Roger Stone and whatever, and they're hooked with people, and at least they're famous, and they were able to capitalize, and they lost a bunch of stuff, but they're able to still survive it.
Right.
Okay, Donald Trump can survive it. Okay, but there are many people out there who can't. Many of the J6ers had their lives destroyed, Okay, just constantly coming against, lawyers are expensive, good lawyers.
Right.
Really expensive. And there's a lot of crap lawyers out there too, man. It destroys people's lives when you have to compete with the government because the government has unlimited resources.
Right.
Yep.
Profit, and buyers are capable of getting the supplies they desperately need.
Actually, the price gougers are the moral ones.
17-year-old Maggie Hrancic of Grove City, Pennsylvania, won her high school essay contest.
If you just look at the economics, the most people are helped if you keep the government out of it.
Yeah, definitely. She's not the video winner. She's more kind of a writing kind of girl, I think. She's got a writing face, sort of like a radio voice.
Yeah. When people hear price
Just
gouging,
kidding.
they think, oh, gouging.
She's very pretty.
This awful thing that you think of, but it really is kind of just another name for supply and demand.
Wisdom from students helped to look at all sides of the issue by teachers who use our videos. Next year's essay contest will be announced soon. Check out
supply
SIT.
and demand. There's another one for you, right? I mean, you take 19 generators. It's not like he was a big peddler. He's not like he went, like I said, like all statewide and everything. He's just that guy, and I took 19 generators. Right? Okay. Some people go, I can't afford twice what a generator is. Okay, but the next person can. He sells those 19. 19 people could afford it, were willing to pay for it. 19 people were unable to purchase it because, or they felt, that's not right for you to do that, to sell them at twice as much. Well, that's a value decision you made. They might have had the money in their pocket,
right?
But they weren't willing to do it.
Yeah.
So then the next question becomes, I mean, that's a free market, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right, it's a free market. You have a choice to buy it or not buy it. It's not like you go down there and somebody puts a gun to your head. I have to have this generator.
Right.
Right, and therefore, whatever the person asks for that, I have to pay it. No, you don't. You could walk away. You could not let me gouge you. You could not be gouged.
What if you don't have the money?
If you don't have the money, then you don't have the money. You don't get the generator.
What if it's like water or food?
Well, it's a generator. We're talking. Don't get off the generator. Okay.
All right.
And maybe
all right.
if the price gouger sells all the generators and he buys a case of water, he might give away a couple of cases of water to the people who don't have any.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But if you shoot down the gouger, right, then it's not going to work. So anyway, kudos to Stossel for doing this stuff in the classroom and going for the kids. I think people like Charlie Kirk, real important, right? What do they call that? Campus Crusade. There's Campus Crusade, but what is his thing?
Turning Point.
Turning Point USA, right? Yeah, those are great, man. Got to influence the young minds, the young people. And yes, it's communism. Kamala Harris is a communist. I've been saying communist openly for almost 300 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
They're communists. The communists are here. You can call it whatever you like. They're Marxist. They're communist. Let's call a spade, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Hi, Denise.
Hello, Denise. How are you?
We'll get it fixed. Yes, Brian.
Scroll up.
On day one, I'll do this. And for basically 4 years, she's promised this day one.
Yeah.
What will you do on day one to turn this country around?
So she is saying when she gets in, she's in now.
Right.
And especially with Biden, because
I love it, man. He attacked the premise of the whole thing to begin with. She is essentially an incumbent. Right? No, she's the vice president, but she's part of the ticket. She was the bottom half of the ticket before, and now she's the top of the ticket because the first guy petered out, right?
Right.
He just expired almost. And so, yeah, you can't run away from that. It's like, okay, if you have influence over the president, you're coming into the party, da-da-da-da, so on and so forth. What the hell are you doing now? If you're not doing anything fucking now, why do we believe all of a sudden come January 20th, you're going to fucking start doing something?
I mean, he's not in the best of shape. But you know what? She's in there now. She can do anything she wants. And she's still saying, if you elect me, I'll do this, I'll do... Why didn't she do it? Here's my one question. It's the easiest question. Because she complains about everything. Why didn't she do it? That's all I ask. On day one, we're going to drill, baby, drill, and we're going to close the border, and we're going to let people come in, but they're going to come in legally. They're going to come into our country legally. But we'll get it fixed. Yes, Brian.
Good deal. Absolutely. Right? We saw this morning already, didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. You and I watched this morning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I want to show you why exactly alternative media and places like the True Slinger program, especially local, focusing on local, and we're focusing on local, and that is Maine. Mainus, okay? We're focusing on Maine. I'll show you why this is important, right? But before I do...
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.
So let's watch. This is why you need to support people like us.
Michael.
That sounds like self-hatred and justification of white supremacy.
Now, first of all, how many cats does this lady have? My, the wolf said. What a forehead you have. Okay, so enough ad hominem. Do you know who this guy is? What a race baiting SOB son of a bitch this guy is.
Michael something.
Michael something. He has he's always looked like he ate a turd. And just listen.
Michael.
She said, Kamala. See, now I got to think about it, right? I don't fucking think about it. Because I use them interchangeably. Kamala. There's two ways to kind of say it. Now, I don't really give a shit, right? Some people say my name Bodnar, and some people say my name Bodnar.
Right, or Bodnar.
Or some people say my name Bodnar. Okay, Bodnar. Right? So there, I've doxed myself. That's my last name.
Oh, boy.
Okay, and they used to call me Boner when I was a kid because kids are cruel, and I really hated my last name because they just drop out a couple.
You like the bod.
You drop the D and it's Bonar, right? And yeah, Bonar, right? Yeah, I was terribly abused when I was a child.
Were you ever the bod?
The bod? No, I was never the fucking bod.
Are you kidding?
No, they called me that as a joke when I was in AA when I was like 19. The bod. People laughed about it, but. No, not really. No, you always get the cruel one. Kids are cruel, right? Kids aren't cool to each other. So anyway, before we, who gives a flying flippin' what they call right? But no, this guy's gonna turn it. This guy's gonna turn it and go. You just refer to you. It's like I'm sorry. What if I said Aunt Jemima? Accidentally instead of Aunt Jemima. If I said Aunt Jemima.
Right.
Instead of Aunt Jemima. You're supposed to say Aunt Jemima. Or you say Aunt Jemima. That ain't right. Wait, what the fuck is this guy talking about? But anyway, watch this descend into total ridiculous chaosness. This is CNN.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't a racist.
That is complete.
No, you don't have to intend racism to accomplish
you are intending that I am
Your disrespect
racist,
of Kamala Harris is part and parcel of a tradition of disrespect.
It's offensive,
Congresswoman. Why can't you just?
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm telling you what the practice is racist.
You are. You absolutely are.
Let me disrespecting. No, what's disgusting is your disrespect of her.
Professor,
this gentleman said, "I didn't know her name." He's trying to do it.
Is her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
white women don't have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is to tell them they're not real.
White women don't have the right to tell black women who've paid the price in blood. I'm sorry, I don't think there's any fucking black woman today alive that is being bled. That is actually bleeding, okay, because of racism. Nah, okay?
Yeah.
I don't buy it. Fucking race baiting person. I hate this guy. But listen to this mind-numbing shit. What are we accomplishing here? What's getting done? Who's learning anything here?
Women.
25
they
years
care
ago,
for your babies
25 years ago, I became
humanity.
the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the Military College of South Carolina. I fought my way through it.
So pronounce her name right.
Let me actually
pronounce her name right.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
You said this
we don't call you Nancy Nancy.
It's Kamala. You're doing this on purpose, Congresswoman.
That's disrespectful.
You can't expect people to respect your service if you don't.
They're just wetting themselves. Look at this guy.
You're a white woman disrespecting a black woman. That is problematic.
Professor Dyson,
let me get in here because I want to play one more bit from Ellie's.
So how did that go? Huh? Look at that high quality debate that you got there. Right? I mean, that you want to tune into that shit. See you later, Colton, man.
I think it's Bud that's leaving.
Oh, huh? Oh, Bud? Well, whoever's leaving,
no,
goodbye.
Jeff is leaving.
Oh, see you, Bud. Everybody's leaving. Who's leaving? Oh, goodbye. All right, well, anyway. Everybody's leaving. Pooh. Yeah, this kind of shit is like, did anything get done here? I mean, it's like not like you're going to tune in tomorrow and go, man, I can't wait to tune into this program X because because the world's problems are getting solved on that show. I mean, she went there, and it's good she went into hostile territory.
Right.
I don't know why she started talking about being a woman graduating from the Citadel, like pulling this card like what do they call that? An appeal to authority. It wasn't a good argument. This whole thing where and it's useless because it's really funny because I have decided to not do an interview with someone that I think that I would have been a great interview and might have potentially, depending on how it handled, in a number of different ways. It could have been an interview where it could have been a good ambush interview, where I think I would have really been able to make someone that was probably spend most of their time lying to the world and stuff politically speaking. I could have tore them up, right? But there was a cost-benefit ratio to doing that. Yeah. Or I could have just platformed him and said, just interesting, and then maybe done a show later. But then I got counsel that said, and you don't want to mess with this. You don't want to mess with this because that you're not going to destroy this person. And even if you did hope to get something, to get them, kind of canceled or something, right? They have powerful allies and bosses. Right, this guy's not the one who's calling the shots, right? And so I decided to sort of back off, right, and say, you know what? Even though I feel in my heart that I could do my kung fu is better than this guy's kung fu.
Right.
I just know it.
We're having some streaming issues.
We're
just spinning, but we're connected. I'm able to see some of the people chat, but now. But we lost.
Well, tomorrow.
We lost Bud and Jeff. Jeff lost connection. Bud Green says I'm lagging. Colton's lagging. Adrian says someone's messing with our feed.
Well, you know what? We could probably just kind of wrap it up for the day. I didn't start this morning I didn't do my checklist, and so I didn't start in administrator mode, and I'm supposed to do that. And apparently that gives the OBS priority. And my stream says live excellent right here. I'm looking at the, 30 frames per second. My bit rate is 2443. Resolution's good.
Waza's still there. Adrian's still there. Colton's still there. Have a good day, Adrian.
See ya, Adrian.
Join us again. We're here every morning, weekday, 8 a.m. Eastern.
Yep. Great, excellent.
650
650, good.
Outstanding.
Good. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry some of you guys are laggy. It looks
I'm
like...
laggy. I can't get anything on mine.
Really? Well...
I can chat, but I can't get video.
Yeah.
Just, the chat's going.
Well, did you refresh it?
I think so.
You might try refreshing it.
Okay. Try it.
Well, Waz says, okay, stream's good now. Okay, Jeremy's taking off. Yeah, have a great day. See you guys. Good to have you here. Very nice.
Ian.
Yeah, Colton, that's a good. Yeah, that's good, man. 650 views is nice. It's good. I hope to get we get up into over 1,000 sometimes especially when the news is kind of getting
Usually
hotter.
Tuesdays
on
for some
news
reason.
cycles. Yeah, Tuesdays are very good. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so we're okay now.
Good.
Let's finish. We got like one or two more things.
Yeah, okay, let's wrap it up because we got some people leaving, and it's kind of like when the party when people say, "All right, I'm gonna go. Okay, good night. Sooner
we're
or
always
later."
the last ones there.
We're always the last ones there. Hell yeah, we always shut the place down. We always did, at least when we were younger. And so, all right. So JD Vance says, in all seriousness, if you want to be the VP of the United States, you should make yourself pitch directly to the American people. A debate is an opportunity to take your case to voters without a teleprompter or a script. Can't imagine why anyone would say no. And I agree. And J.D. Vance has been very good at prosecuting that case, and I say that he needs to continue doing that, right? Yeah. He needs to, Taco Tuesday! You got to take the hat off. The fuck I will! Come on, let's go! Taco Tuesday! I love that lady. That lady. She's great. Okay, Glenn Beck. Let's listen to Glenn Beck, the unfortunately spiritually misled one, the Mormon. I just love Glenn Beck, though. Somebody said that we posted something about Glenn Beck, and maybe it was this, maybe you posted it, but someone said that he's controlled he's controlled opposition. And I'm like, and somebody said, shut the hell up. And, I don't know.
I don't think so.
You think so? I mean, gosh, he
don't.
seems awfully sincere, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. All right, so go ahead. Let's play this. What's this about?
All right.
Do you realize that
I love his voice.
This election will be the first time in almost 50 years that a Clinton, Bush, or Biden are not on the ticket? This is a cabal, and they just keep switching places. The Obama-Biden regime's socialist globalist redesign of America is happening. As I mentioned earlier, it's patient, it's long-term project. Requires them, however, at this point, to retain the White House. They have to concentrate their authoritarian power, and if they lose that to somebody like Donald Trump, it could fall apart. It is telling that Harris has already added 3 leaders to her campaign staff who managed Barack Obama's campaigns in 2008 and 2010. And last week, Axios reported on a scary prospect who Harris is expected to name in her cabinet if she wins. The report names Eric Holder as her potential chief of staff, Jake Sullivan as the potential Secretary of State, and Rahm Emanuel as the Beeve, possibly the National Security Advisor. The Axios reports say that Emanuel will be a key player in the transition if Harris wins. Almost everyone mentioned in this report either worked in the Obama administration or have close ties to the Obama-Biden-Clinton network. Do you see what's going on here?
Yeah, and I'll tell you one of the things that, and I get you, right? I get it. There's something about Glenn Beck that bugs you, me as well a little bit. Hey, Grey Wolf, I think that what he's spitting here is truth. And one of the things that I did appreciate is he has been up Obama's ass ever since he was in front of a chalkboard.
Yes.
Remember that with a red phone next to him going, you can just call me anytime.
Right.
You can just call me if you want to correct the story, Obama.
Yeah.
Well, I think that what he spit. The stream started working again, apparently.
I'm really sorry about that.
It never fails. You scare the shit out of me like that every morning.
I didn't even know what it was at first.
I know, and I'm looking at you going, you can turn me off now. Okay, anytime.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Cosmic.
All right, so Nick's order, we saw this, the rising cost, right? Oh, this is great. You got to watch this, guys. This is too good. This is too good. Hang on, let me move this over here. Let me do this over here. You're going to love this. Okay, this isn't big enough. I got to make this bigger. Let's go turn that off. Let's click on that right there. Come on. Yeah, where is it? There it is. There's the handle. I got to blow this up so you can see it.
It's really good.
It's really funny.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's probably the best I can get. All right, so let's watch it.
Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud, women walk, being kicked around since I was born. I never tolerate, I don't hate, and you may look the other way, but we can try to understand. And do your time, the best no man. Whether you're a brother away, you're another, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking and everybody shaking, staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. You can tell.
Oh, my God. No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, my falsetto voice ain't what it used to be, man. Never was one of my favorite kind of singing techniques there, the falsetto voice.
Yeah.
No, not really. But that was funny, wasn't it? That was pretty cool. That was good.
Yep.
That was good. I like that. All right, so what do we got here? Happiness? Oh, is what is this? This is just happiness?
Well, actually, let's end on that one. Do the one below it first, and then we'll go and we'll end on that one. Because we always got to end on a good note.
Yeah.
These
Happy notes.
Stasi. The Germans are taking down all the Palestinian flags.
Oh, so there's worthwhile...
Nationalists.
So there's some worthwhile Germans?
I
guess so. I don't know, man. Why do people have a distrust of German people? I wonder why. I don't know. Strange phenomenon.
Don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, so let's watch this. Let's see if there's any redeeming qualities about German people. I guess so. There's no sound.
What? Oh.
Well, you know what? I mean, I do have sound.
No, don't do the Kishka. So they're taking down flags.
Well, at least the cops aren't arresting him. That's a good thing. No, those aren't. Yeah, those aren't cops either. Those are, what are these, like yellow vests, yellow coat guys or whatever? That's a big movement over there. The yellow vests in Europe. Yeah. It's like there's something about them yellow coats or yellow vests. They're not utility workers. It's just a bunch of people that identify together, and that's the way they do that. Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, do you like my new background sound effects?
No, it's kind of
annoying. Bring a little rain.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's move on. All right, so we're ending on this positive note right here. So just a girl and her horse, right? Okay, good.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. Love your imperfections, every anger. Tomorrow comes and goes before you know. So I just had to let you know the way that Gucci look on you amazing. But nothing can compare to
God, it's a beautiful horse. I just love animals, and I just love the interaction between humans and animals. And I tell you something, let me just go back up big here. Good, we'll wrap this thing up, man. Man, I love my dogs. I love my cats. I love all of them, and we got too many of them. But shedding season is almost over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
so
true.
it's kind of gotten stable, and I've kind of swept up, and I got the floor kind of mopped, at least half of it.
Yeah.
So things are getting better.
We'll be bringing the husky back.
Yeah. And then the husky's almost done exploding, so we miss him. He's been outside for about a month.
If you've never had a husky, they are like no other dog.
And I just said, I'm sorry, you cannot be inside. It's just impossible.
He's.
I mean, it's like. I mean, think about it. Think about this. If you and your significant other, whoever that is, and I'm not being judgmental, had a pillow fight with down pillows, okay, or your daughter or son, whatever, and you busted them, and then and feathers went everywhere.
Right.
Picture that in your house and having to clean that shit up. That's like what it is with a husky when a husky decides to throw its coat, and I mean throw the coat. It's like.
And it takes.
They're like these things, like escape pods.
Yeah, and you
coming
can
out.
pull the hair out because it's not
just pull it out
anymore.
Yeah. So anyway, but he's about done. He's got like a little mohawk on his ass.
Yeah.
Which is now there's not much left, right? So we can start brushing on that. But the rest of it,
you'll start seeing him.
Yeah, you'll start seeing him again, and we miss him. He big old stupid head.
Yeah.
And then, I think I'm going to get another year to just say goodbye to him, right? Because we're going to leave him up here in the snow if we go down to Florida. And again, that's a big if. We don't know really what's going to happen after this election. We don't know what's going to happen when they try to inaugurate Donald Trump. We might be in a civil war. We might be going nowheres.
Yeah.
Like absolutely nowhere. And we might become like, this is the voice of Underground Radio Maine.
Yes.
We're coming to you from a bunker. At the moment, we have no barbarians approaching.
No zombies either.
We have our guards walking the perimeter.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah. Well, we're done, right?
We're done.
I mean, that's it for the day. I mean, aside from saying, remember to like and bookmark, share this with your friends, support us in any way you can, read between the lines. We love you very much.
Yep.
I will be doing 3 interviews today, so I'm going to get off a little early today because, man, I got a lot of work to do. I got some prep to do. I got to talk to these people. I got to make them feel. It's really, having a podcast is really kind of cool because it's not just interviewing them because I don't have, like, you help me out and stuff and contact people and talk to people, and then Enquire is helping me, and that's tremendously helpful. But, I have to get in there and I have to talk to these people, and sometimes I have to do a phone call first, or I have to do writing back and forth. I got to make them feel like a guest, feel welcome, tell them what to do. Don't worry about it. Relax. I'll ask the questions, all this kind of stuff. Takes a lot of energy, but it's really, really fun. And it's just funny when you start to do things finally in totality, the way God intended you to be doing them. There's nothing sweeter than that. And I knew when I was preaching behind the pulpit, when I was supposed to be doing that, and I had chills and the hairs on my arms were standing up, I was right in the center of God's will. I knew it, and it was nothing better than doing what I was doing at the time. And it's the same kind of way about this. All of it, this just suits me really well. So help us to continue to do this. Help us to lift up common Mainers. Yep. Help us to change the politics local in our area. Help us to get those tickets sold for that drive-in performance at Sacco of Triad Weed by the Main Wire. You want to do all that kind of stuff, and you want to keep coming back here every single day from 8 to 10-ish in the morning. And Saturday night, we do movie nights. We do some horror movie or something. We have fun. We laugh our asses off. Sunday, we do church at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday, we're going to be documentary nights to learn something. And Friday nights, we're going to be doing panel discussions, man. Face to face, so Mainers can talk about local Maine issues face to face. And we're going to have regular panelists. And I am so excited about this thing.
And debates.
Then, debates, whatever. Friday's going to be kind of a wild card night, right?
Yeah.
We might have a debate moderated by two people and a debate of two people, it's wide open. This is so cool because we are on the cutting edge, I feel, of like Wild West, man. It's like we are filling a niche in Maine, and I am excited about it. And I think that energy, people can feel it. People are wanting to come on the show.
Yep.
And how cool is that? I'm living the dream, baby.
Yes, you are.
It's awesome. So we thank you for being part of the dream. We thank you for being part of the Truth Slinger Project. It truly is a project. It is something that we all do together, and it wouldn't be the same without you. So thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Catch us later if we're live. Look out for us, but definitely be back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. That's an order, soldier. See ya. Bye. Tim, hippie chick.
Peace.
Truth Slingers out the house.
Moo.
Moo.
Yeah. Oh, and my head's starting to hurt. Hi. That was fun. Met new people.
So if you still have the chat up with Cold and Bug Jasper, if it's open, tell him 8
Huh?
8 p.m. Wow.
Hi. Aw. Oh. You know what? We need to get business cards because because for now we're staying in Maine, and everywhere we go, we need to hand this out.
Yeah.
I mean, business cards are cheap.
Yeah. There's a way to generate. There's a way to generate, I think, in Linktree. The scanner code.
Oh.
Put it on the card, on the back of the card. So if they scan it with their phone, it takes you directly to my X website or my Linktree.
Oh.
Right.
We do both. One X
one on
and
one
one
side,
on Linktree.
one on the other.
Right. Well, I also want to put, yeah.
Yeah. Do the show, the Truth Slinger X on X, everything, blah blah blah, and YouTube, this and that, and the other thing. But have the code on the bottom left on one side.
Right.
And then this is X, and on the other side, here's my Linktree.
Right.
You know.
Sorry. Look at this floor. Is that all scuff? Was that
Is this up here in
sawdust?
Maine?
Yeah.
Why are you looking in Maine?
I don't know. I'm just looking.
No.
So, yeah. Okay.
We're not laterally moving in Maine, honey. You know what I would rather do?
What?
I really looked and thought about some stuff, and I'm thinking about going out there. Well, we really almost need a bigger excavator. But I think
A
I
bigger
can do
what?
it in mine. I can trench out more ditching and make this road better up here.
Yeah.
And
Well, maybe.
if we got some gravel in here, once I get the water out of it, so I know it's dry, we can throw some fucking gravel in there, right?
Right.
Smooth that road out a little bit.
Yeah.
That would be fucking killer.
Yeah.
If we could do that. Who knows what the fuck is gonna happen? Maine might just keep us.
Matthew Rhodes will be going on True Slinger X. He is a good guy and a good friend. He will also be going to the driving event. And him and his wife have room for 3 more in their vehicle. He still needs to buy his ticket, but he's 100% going. If you know him or want to carpool with him, send him a DM. So I'm retweeting this stuff.
Do you realize what's happening? We're gonna
It's
get.
happening.
It's happening. What's the procedure? What's the
What do we
procedure?
do? It's, oh no! Do you see this?
Oh, is she up there? Yeah. Do you realize we're going to get a True Slingers party?
What?
A Daily Wire togetherness watch party at the drive-in with a bunch of cars and a whole shit ton of people that are going to physically meet each other that all know each other from X.
Yep.
We're going to have a munch.
Yep. It's so cool. I'm so excited.
We're organizing an event. If we can fucking sell, okay, if we can sell a bunch of tickets for him, Maine Wire, we're angling for a
Right, I
fucking
know.
advertising
I know.
gig, right?
Yeah.
A partnering gig. This is great.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you feel better than drunk?
Yeah. I do. Did you ever take out a turkey or ham?
No.
Okay.
I will when I go get breakfast materials. When I make some breakfast.
Man, I could eat off a ham for days. You wouldn't have to cook.
Yeah, I know. You could just. I know. Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know how to do this.
I can't believe that the True Slinger project is becoming is. A year ago, you know, when I was thinking building a True Slinger army, I had no idea what the fuck that looked like.
Right.
Now I know what it looks like.
Yeah.
There are going to be people that are going to.
Sorry.
There are going to stop. They're going to be. Stop. There are going to be people that refer to themselves by our brand.
Yeah, right.
There are people that are going to wear True Slinger t-shirts at some point. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to be.
Well, there's also the, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The Maine's podcast. That's how Inquirer's been saying it.
Yep.
As if there is no other.
Maine's own.
Maine's. Yeah. It's kind of cool.
I just think for the media company right now,
Yeah.
moving to Florida is bad.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
For the media company, it's bad. If we could have tried to work it, but there's nothing like the authentic having the snow cam. You get it?
Yep.
We got to buy a couple more cameras, right? And we want one glued to that motherfucking window out there,
Right.
Jen.
What?
We want a camera glued to that window out there with a cable going up and over. And we need to have, a long cable. And we need to have a fucking main cam, outdoor cam.
Oh, yeah.
Snow,
Oh,
the birds,
yeah.
the bird feeder.
Yeah, totally. You're so right.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
What? Hi, precious. Hi. Oh. Oh, no, no,
Okay,
baby
so what's
girl.
on my schedule for today?
I love you. I love your little head. It's so sweet and skinny. You have a skinny head. Mwah. That's a baby girl.
Okay, wow, I got a busy day. All right, I moved work on the house. We're not working on the fucking house today. We're trashing that. We don't have time. I have a movie to do tonight.
Yep.
I got some graphics to make for tonight. At least make up a scene.
Uh-huh.
Right, with the people popping in and out. A couple of scenes dedicated. Not a lot of stuff, but I want to feel prepared. Because you know what I'm doing? I'm trusting the software. I'm trusting the link's going to work.
Right.
Copying the group scene, that it's going to arrange people as they pop in.
Right.
And I'm just not going to sweat it. I'm going to go. I'm telling everybody.
Well, are we going to test it?
Well, no, we're
'Cause
going
I
to
got a
we're just going to
computer.
get on about quarter till
I have a.
and let people.
I have a webcam.
You have a webcam. Well, if I get Jeff, then the two of us will see what two of you look like. So let's run a pre-test. Let's get a test in there. Maybe I'll find some third person to try and jump in just as a test. But you know what? What I'm excited about was I'm to the point. That's what I was going to say. I'm to this point where I'm not scared. I'm not scared to jump out there and go and just do it.
Right.
To just take the risk. To fucking do it on Friday night. I've done it enough. I've never done it before, but let's just go live and let's do it. We're gonna have the guy, whatever. There might be technical issues. We'll figure them out as we go.
Yep.
I'm not letting that scare me from not doing things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we got a lot of gas.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna heat some water.
Yeah.
Heat some water up. Big pot of it, and then I'm gonna pour it into a larger pot so we can get some warm water. And then I've got this little electrical thing with a.
Oh.
I can drop it in there, and I can wash your hair with warm water. Get your hair warm. Okay.
You're so sweet.
We'll just put it on this burner, and it'll get hot. Then we'll just combine it with some other water.
Clay Higgins went to go inspect Robert Crook's body. He's doing an investigation on the Trump assassination. He attempted to visit the body personally, found out his request caused quite a stir and uncovered a troubling detail. You know what that detail is?
What the bullet wound looked like in his head and what direction the bullet came from?
Yeah, and if he's cremated, you can't tell any of that.
What?
They cremated him.
Oh.
And Clay Higgins was like,
Got rid of the evidence. Nothing to see here. Holy shit.
So I have a question. I'm kind of confused whether I should continue posting videos of things that are outside of Maine, like horses running around, or you know what I mean? Like Waz said, it's hard to find your stuff because there's so much stuff, and I'm like, yeah.
Start focusing on Maine.
Okay. So even if the monetization, like the opportunity for more money will be there, not just with the monetization stuff, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, if
Here's
it's going
what
to
I
be
would say.
$50, I don't want to spend like my whole day doing this stuff for $50 every 2 weeks, or I don't know. I'm not. It's
We
not
were
going
talking
well.
about this. Listen.
Uh-huh.
He asked me, how much money do I need per month
Right.
to operate? I told him. He told me he's selling stickers and all sorts of shit that we've never sold really anything.
Oh, right.
Right. So there's more of an opportunity for monetization with local.
Right.
And I got a feeling that the more people we can get on X, the more traffic we can get up, we can get our numbers back up. And I think we can stay monetized.
Yeah.
But I think that right now, I mean, hell, if the show starts getting the kind of views that we need and the comments
Right now,
that we need.
the morning show's getting over 2,000, and nothing else is doing that good. Every now and then, I get something that does
Right.
better.
And we need to
But
get people.
Right now, that's the.
We need to get people commenting on the show too. The after they watch it when it's recorded.
Right.
Say, if you're watching this recorded, man, please leave a comment below. Tell us what you think about this. Get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
conversation going, because that's monetization. We just got to keep telling people what to do, right? If it's diluting our content, Jen. But I mean, we also do have some national audience.
I know. Like Jeff and Denise, you're like, this is all about Maine. I'm going, oh, I wonder what Jeff's like, feeling slighted, because Jeff and Denise were the focus.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you can put that back.
No.
Who are you?
Hi. You are currently being recorded.
stealing her package.
Sir?
Yes.
Yeah, you can put that back.
No.
Who are you?
I had it delivered here.
No.
Hi, 625, yeah.
What the is going on?
Oh.
They call me Pete. Go away. Go away. Go away. What's your name?
See, this is the kind of shit I'm afraid of in Florida. Now, I know of 55 community,
Gated.
but look how close these places are together.
Right.
I mean, some guy wanders in there in the mobile homes.
Yeah, right.
They're very vulnerable, I think.
You need to leave. I like your house.
I like your house.
You need to leave. Let me get some drivers.
What was that about?
Well, I want you to put up a button to buy you a premium membership. Put it on your page.
Oh, yeah. How do I do that? Oh, I gotta get verified. Verification, is that the?
Yeah, you got to get verified. You got to use your driver's license and shit. And the way I was able to do it is I did it, verified it over the phone. What?
You didn't turn off. They can hear us.
Oh, we're still streaming?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think we said anything bad, did we? I did hit the stop streaming, but see, it won't stop. See that? I got to make sure that I do this now. This is
What's it doing?
nothing. You see it? Stop,
Yeah.
stop. Won't work.
won't stop?
I don't know.
Try start again.
That's why that's why people were still able to chat. That's why. Interesting.
Whoopsie.
So I don't think I said anything bad. Jeff, it's funny if Jeff was listening. Yeah, we're not slighting Jeff, Denise, anybody about this whole Maine thing. We just don't know. All right, I'm gonna exit OBS now so I can have some privacy. I wonder what people were listening to. We're authentic. See?